I see so many women struggling with brain fog and low energy these days, and they can't seem to get their energy back no matter what they do. In this video, I'll share how fatigue and other symptoms may be an autoimmune illness in disguise and what to do about it. Typically, when women are feeling exhausted and totally burnt out, they will see their doctors in hopes of getting answers. Their doctor will most likely run a few tests, which includes checking one or two of their thyroid hormones and maybe some additional stats on the standard blood tests. And if the numbers come back in range, their doctor will tell them that everything's fine. They may get a prescription for antidepressants in the end and sent home but feeling no better and still wondering why. Low energy is one of the most common complaints that I see in my practice. Now I'm going to go back to my internal medicine days before I went through all these years of training in integrative and functional medicine. When a patient would complain of fatigue, my workup as an internist was limited to testing your thyroid for TSH, a CBC or complete blood count, iron studies, a metabolic panel, and a urinalysis. If someone is a bit more adventurous, they'll do a vitamin D level, but that's really where the workup ends. So often, if someone is struggling with thyroid issues, those can be missed because the testing isn't comprehensive enough. But we have to look at the whole picture of the thyroid, not just the TSH. We have to do the TSH and the free T3, the free T4, the total and reverse T3, the thyroid antibodies, and calculate those ratios and see how much of the thyroid hormone is actually being converted into the active hormone, which tells us how much is getting into your cells. Apart from issues with conversion and all the thyroid hormones, oftentimes people are also dealing with immune function issues and don't know it. We can do a more comprehensive immune workup, and then we can also dive deeper and take a look at the mitochondrial energy and how well your cells function. We don't just guess, but we test to see what's happening with your energy production at the cellular level. With sophisticated tests like the organic acids test and the NutriVal test, we can also look at various nutrients intercellularly. These tests give us markers for mitochondrial energy. We can also look at markers for oxidative stress. All of this imbalance with your mitochondria and oxidative stress could be created by a secondary source, which is an autoimmune disease. This inflammation is depleting your body of energy on a regular basis, and you're using up your stores of antioxidants. So people are very nutrient deficient at this point. It's no wonder they're fatigued. On top of these, when people are struggling with autoimmune illness, most likely they have gut issues as well. They go hand in hand, in fact. Digestive dysfunction also means that they don't absorb the nutrients. It's like a vicious cycle. For example, if you have dysbiosis and fungal overgrowth in your digestive tract, you start secreting these byproducts in the urine, and we can measure those markers. We are also able to evaluate for mitochondrial dysfunction, carbohydrate metabolism, fat metabolism, your neurotransmitters, and various amino acid levels, even your omega-3 and 6 fatty acid levels. The organic acid test picks up intolerances that maybe other tests may miss. So if you suspect you have an autoimmune disease, or even if you are dealing with a mystery illness, getting these kind of tests can tell us so much. We can finally connect the dots as to why you're experiencing these symptoms, so we can put you on the correct protocol to address them for good. To go deeper on the topic of autoimmune disease, sign up for a free 15-minute discovery call where we can discuss your specific situation. Simply click the button below this video.